Hey, beautiful people. It is me again. I am making a follow-up video to my African American in New Zealand, really Auckland video. I've had so much, I don't know, response, I guess, to the video. Some good, some negative. Couple things. I keep getting people saying, oh, you're American, you're not African American, you're this, you're that. So I think I get to say what I am and who I am. I am an American, I'm an African American, I'm black, I'm a woman, I'm a lot of things, but people who don't know me at all, I find it interesting when they tell me how I should define myself. That's very interesting. So yeah, just to clear it up. And then also, a lot of people genuinely were very kind of, that's interesting that, the black versus African American, and kind of getting it a little mixed up and noticing that even I kind of change between saying black and African American, because yeah, that's what we do in the US. African Americans, black people in the US, we use that interchangeably to talk about race. We also use it interchangeably to talk about culture, African American culture or black culture in the US. So it's particular to the US. So yeah, it's funny because I'm talking about the cultural differences, and a lot of people, a lot of responses I got were, you don't know anything about New Zealand, you don't know what you're talking about. And I would just like to say I do know what I'm talking about, in the sense of I'm just telling you my experience. I'm not giving you accurate history or facts. I'm giving you my experience. So hopefully those of you who found it interesting, you will continue to watch my videos. And those who did not, you don't have to watch. So I actually have been wanting to make this follow-up for a while, because I didn't plan just to make the African American one about race and cultural. That was just kind of a big topic of my experience. But there are some other amazing things and very interesting things about New Zealand that are very different than the US that I've experienced. So let's talk about them. Number one, the toilet. This is so interesting. So I noticed people, the first time I went to the toilet, went to the bathroom, I said, oh, where's the bathroom? And they took me to this room that has a toilet. And it's just a toilet. And some of them have like a little sink, but it's pretty much just a toilet. I have no idea if this is in the US, but I was like, oh, this is different. And then the bathroom has the tub and the sink and the shower and all of that kind of stuff. Very different. I was like, oh my gosh. I don't think the people that I were visiting really knew I knew the difference. So they showed me where the toilet was, and then they just left. And I went and I used the toilet, and there's no sink in there. So I was just like, how do I leave? There's nowhere to wash my hands. So I was just kind of, oh my gosh, I have to touch the handle, and then I'm like peeking through, and I noticed there's the bathroom that has a sink. So I go and wash my hands, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I hope I was not intruding in their privacy and going through their rooms that I wasn't given permission to. Later I found that that's just normal. There's a toilet and you just go to the bathroom and wash your hands if there's no sink in there. But very interesting. It's quite funny. Another thing, okay, let's do this. Electric kettles. Oh my. People in the US, do you know this? I've never seen an electric kettle in the US. And I asked some American people that I know here, and they're from East Coast, Midwest, and they never heard of an electric kettle either. If you haven't seen it, I'll put up a picture. Oh my, it's amazing. It is exactly what it is. It's a kettle. You turn it on, and I don't know, a couple minutes later, the water's boiled. It's amazing. It's great. So I don't know why the US doesn't have these. I'm in love with them. I feel like everyone should have one. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. It's super hot, but everyone should still have one. You can boil eggs, boil anything faster. It's amazing. I'm telling you. Electric kettles, I don't know why they don't have in the US. But it kind of goes along with the culture here. Everyone having a cuppa. And that kind of segues into my the next section, which is like the words. So a cuppa is usually like a cup of, kind of, but smashed into cuppa. And it usually just means like a hot drink, like a cup of tea or coffee or whatever your hot drink is. Milo, which is like a hot chocolate, but not really. Yeah, totally was not sure what exactly we were talking about then. And you do that usually when you catch up. And so the first time somebody said you want to catch up, I was really confused. Why? Well, because catch up to me in the US is like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while, let's catch up. This person I had never met before, and they're like, oh, let's catch up. And I'm thinking, catch up on what? I've never talked to you before. You know nothing about me, I know nothing about you. What is there to catch up on? And I realized after a while that that just means to come together, meet, and usually it's around a cuppa, and you talk and get to know each other, or catch up, like the way that I use it, like just talk and meet. It's just kind of meeting up, hanging out, kind of. So yeah, that was different. I was a little bit like, and all the times I'm confused, I'm always just like, ha ha. It's just kind of looking around and seeing if I can deduce what the heck are we talking about. Another one, togs and jandals. In all the New Zealand videos, you'll probably notice that. Togs and jandals. So togs, swimsuit, bathing suit. Jandals, flip-flops, right? Togs and jandals. So that you hear that a lot. And I think I've seen that that's just a New Zealand thing. But yeah, so you know, because I've had a couple of New Zealanders like to trip me up on it. Like, oh yeah, have you heard of togs and jandals? You know, because it's kind of this infamous, just New Zealand jargon. Let's see my little list. Oh, so runners. Anytime I say tennis shoes, I don't know if that's just an American thing, I'm not sure. I say tennis shoes, you know, oh, do I need to bring my tennis shoes? And they're like, huh? I'm like, you know, the ones that I exercise and jog in, and they're like, oh, you're runners. Or I think trainers, maybe. I don't know if I've heard trainers, but definitely runners is what people tend to call them. So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, runners. That. And another one is, oh, okay, so some things like people know already, like vacation is a holiday and stuff. Okay, here's my thing about the word holiday. Is it plural, holidays, or holiday? So like, does a singular holiday mean like I went on a holiday, so that was like for 3 weeks? Or like the school holidays, what does that mean? There's only 2 weeks. So is that one holiday, or is that holidays plural? I still don't know. I keep asking people, how do I say this? Like, do I say holidays, like Christmas holidays? Yep, okay. Or the winter holidays. Yeah, okay. Christmas, New Year's. But I don't know. Some people just only say singular holiday. Other people say holidays. Put it in the comments if you know. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. I've been here almost 3 years. Okay, here's the other thing. The cost of things. Some things, so like I said, I've been in Auckland. The cost of makeup. Ooh, get your makeup from somewhere else. When I went to the US last time, I bought a bunch of, what's the $1, $2 things? Oh, I forget. You get it from Target. Oh, I forgot the name of it. I'll put it in there in the comments. Anyways, it's like cheap makeup. Eyeliner, mascara. No, you're going to pay like $16, $17 for stuff like that. And that's New Zealand. So US is like $12. Who wants to pay that? Gas. Okay, I did some math here. Petrol. That's what they call it here. It costs, so in Phoenix, Arizona, I guess, the average is $2 per gallon, right? In Auckland, it's about $1.89. New Zealand dollars per liter. So you're paying about 5.39 US dollars per liter. Per gallon. So $1.89 New Zealand per liter is $7.18 New Zealand per gallon, which is $5.39 per gallon in the US. So it's like, goodness, that's a lot of dang money for petrol. And then oil changes. Oh my gosh, seriously? Oil changes in the US? $50? 50 US bucks? Here, it's going to cost you 139 New Zealand dollars, which is 104 US bucks. That's a lot of dang money. So it's just like, what? That's a big difference. There's a lot of other differences, but those are a couple that I thought was very interesting. If you have any questions about anything else, let me know. I will definitely let you know. Again, my experience. These are just my experiences. No particular facts. Just my experiences. You guys have a great... Oh, and I have a shout out to Elijah Ropati. I hope you watch this video and you get this shout out. I saw him on the streets of Auckland in the CBD and he recognized me. So weird, but kind of cool too, because it was like really good to get some love. But I will see you guys in the next video. Let me know if there's anything you want a video about, okay? Peace out. Oh yeah, don't do this. Do this. Peace out.